Hey guys, I'm Alex back again. I'm going to do my second video here. Hopefully I can get a lot more going on. Looking forward to the release of the new Zelda Echoes of Wisdom tomorrow, so I'll have that one going linked in with some of the other ones. Today I'm going to be doing Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past Part 1. I'll do the Light World portion at the beginning. If you know what I'm talking about, it's the first couple of dungeons and the getting of the Master Sword. Now, as you can see here, I do have my own copy of this game, but it's a little bit easier to use it on the Switch at this point, so we'll do it this way. We'll erase this guy, start over. And I generally like to use the characters' real names when I was a kid and didn't know any better. Put my own name on here. I think a lot of us did that. This was the first one I ever played. Nintendo, the NES original 1986, I think was the year Nintendo released the original Zelda. And then maybe a year, 2 years tops after that was Zelda 2, Adventure of Link. And I kind of skipped those growing up. I don't know if I was more interested in some of the other stuff, your Mega Mans, Super Mario Brothers and stuff like that when I was growing up, but I skipped them all together. And then the Super Nintendo came out, and I got a hold of this one. This is the one that made me fall in love with the series in general. After this one, it produced Ocarina of Time, which I guess brought the whole thing out. You know, the three-dimensional aspects and all the different, I guess we'll call it, characters. What am I looking for? Not breed necessarily, but you know, character types like the Zora, the Gerudo, things like that. But this one is a big deal to me. It introduced the Master Sword. It introduced, well, I mean, just in general, you'll see how it goes. I think it's a lot of the elements, like the pieces of heart, I think were brand new in this one, and you'll see how those go. When this game first came out, this rain was just, man, this was a big deal back in, what, 91, 92, whatever year this came out. This was a great graphic. And I'll walk through some of these basics here too. Generally, you want to go in the castle, but you can't at this point, so you got to find a way around it. Now, most of us have played this plenty of times, so we know exactly where to go. And keep in mind, I am playing this on the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, so it won't be the same as the controller we used growing up with this game, but I think I can handle it. My uncle didn't make it. He's going to hand me his equipment. Poor guy. But we're going to handle what he couldn't. Alright, those are little fire pots / fireplaces, whatever you want to call them. We'll use the lamp that we got at the house before we left. That would be the way we light our rooms for the time being. Later on we'll upgrade to the fire rod, and it will have more projectile style abilities. But for now we're going to avoid these guys and just walk on into the castle. Now again, I've played this and I know not to go straight ahead right now. We'll come back to that later as far as upstairs goes. We're going to stay downstairs here. We've got to find Princess Zelda. She was the one that was talking to us, or talking, should I say, to the uncle back in the house. She's in danger, so we're going to head this way. And I happen to know she is downstairs. Too much work on that one. And there's the map. And I like to avoid him or push them off. The next ones are a little more difficult to do that with. He's out. One shot those guys with those pots. And if you read my description, my first video I did was the Metroid Dread walkthrough. I'll admit it, the video recording was kind of sloppy, and I don't think I did something right, and I apologize for that. I'll probably remake that video later down the road once I've done a few other things. I've got a lot of stuff I want to do. But I did do the Metroid Dread. I do intend to do Metroid Prime. Play the original Metroid and Super Metroid on Super Nintendo. But I'm a big fan of the Legend of Zelda series. I will play all of them on my channel. That'll be Link to the Past and probably the order I played them originally. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Then I'll go back and play your original. I still haven't beat Zelda 2 yet. The original one on Nintendo, I never beat it. I'm going to equip my boomerang here, which we just picked up. And it'll use it to stun this big guy here. I'll take a couple of licks at him and get out of the way. And there's Zelda waiting on me to rescue her. Like I was saying, I've never beat the Adventure Link on the regular Nintendo. Every other 3D, or should I say not just 3D, but every other main console game, NES, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, and now Switch, I have beat them all on every one of those except for Zelda 2. And I'd like to say I've done that so I can do them all. And also on the channel I intend to get myself a 3DS because I never owned a Game Boy growing up. I never played any of the Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons. I never even played Link's Awakening until I played it here on the Switch. So I've got a lot I'd like to do first time and a lot I'd like to do walkthrough that, you know, I've done enough that I can warrant showing you what to do. But I will go through Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I have 100%ed both of those games. And when I say 100%, I mean not just the map 100%. I mean the actual armor upgrades, everything else you can think of, that all the maps, the treasures, everything you can possibly find, I've done them all. I don't know that I'll do that on a playthrough because that takes hours upon hours upon hours of playtime, and you and I both know that. Been a long time on those. Now tomorrow, today is the 25th, I think, of September. Tomorrow is the release for Echoes of Wisdom. The first one is, I believe it's called Echoes of Wisdom. If I'm saying it wrong, don't get mad at me. That's the one we're going to be able to play as Zelda for the first time. I think we're all kind of curious how that's going to go. So I'll try to get this one posted today. Then I'll be available when I pick it up tomorrow to run through the first few, I guess we'll call it, a couple of hours, a couple of stages, whatever you want to call it. I'm going the wrong way here, excuse me guys, of Echoes of Wisdom, and put that down on paper for you so you can see it. And I'll try to do that one day by day. I don't know how often I'll get on here and record, but I've got to get part 2 of this one done, which will be the Dark World. Hopefully I can do it in 2 parts. If not, it'll just be 3. It's not so bad. This game is not that big, but I did a 6-hour plus video on Metroid Dread walkthrough. I don't want to have to do that again. It was just too much work. My wife got on to me for eating food in the video. She said nobody wants to watch you eat. And I was like, I guess you're right. And today I came in here prepared with some peanuts and I can't even eat them, so she's probably right. Anyway, we're going to get through this here. Now we're in the lower levels of the castle. We got to try to find an escape. Little escape for me and Zelda here. There should be some more, magic if what's in the green containers. If you look at these things here and light them up, there's really nothing much to this room. So going to come to the right and go downstairs. Now, each room will require, especially on different floors, that we light them up. Watch out for these snakes. In the original one, they're called ropes. I don't know what they're called. This one might be called snakes again, or ropes again, I'm not sure. Oop, wrong button. My fault. One of these guys needs to give me a heart before I die. Let's see where I'm going. There's one. Alright, head on out of here. I need to go out that door there, but I'm trying to. Well, what good's gonna do me get harder? I keep down in here, keep getting hit here. And I'm gonna need money. A lot of different ways, a lot of different times, a lot of different stuff to buy. So I'm gonna try to collect as many rupees as I can throughout this playthrough. The green ones, again, most of you have played before. The green ones are worth 1, blue ones are worth 5, red ones are worth 20, and anything after that, I'm not even remember if they do it on this one here, Link to the Past, or if it's only in the other games where they'll do yellows and stuff like that. And head on through. Now this room, you'll have to kill all the characters, or at least the one that's got the key. And hit through this door. Okay, right here, it's again, you've probably seen this before, bombable wall. We don't have bombs at this point, we'll have to come back. I believe the only thing in there one little rupees, about 300 pack, I think is what that is. But we'll come back and get it later, because like I said, we'll need money for upgrades, money to buy things. If you played before, you know that the Zora flippers to be able to swim are 500 rupees just by themselves. So we'll come back, oh, that one. We'll come back and go through those walls to collect that money, but they're not important right now. As you can see, we're almost to the end here. Through the dungeon stuff. Come on, little boy. And again, it's not necessary to fight every enemy. I'm just trying to collect as much money as I can, because it will go quickly. Now, the big trick they had for us here, she says pull the switch over there. Well, there's 2 of them, and the big trick was which one's it gonna be? Well, they didn't just make it an accidental, oh, I pulled the wrong one. They decided to make it a trap if you pull the wrong one. And just for the heck of it, I'm gonna see if I can get another heart. I pulled the wrong one, let's see, you can see. Bunch of snakes. Now, you don't have to do this, but I'm kind of hoping one of them gives me a heart. There it is. I need more than one of them to give me a heart. Won't matter anyway, because once we pull this lever here, we're going to be in the sanctuary, which is where we need to be, and we'll get refilled, plus another heart upgrade. Alright, so that's going to be all we see of Zelda, unless we come back here to visit for a while. A little bit of journey to go on here, and you'll see how it goes. Link helped me escape. Now we gotta go find the Master Sword, and we gotta go talk to the Elder about how to do so. Come over here with this heart. Move. Sometimes I just miss the old classic D-pad. I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels that way. Now what we'll do is I know this because I played it, but the Kakariko village, which is in every Zelda now, is to the left up here. This is where we're going to go to look for the Elder, and a lot of other stuff we'll get while we're here. So you'll see. Just try to avoid those guys if you can. You don't necessarily have to fight everybody. Now up here is the Lost Woods. This is where you'll find the Master Sword. Now we don't have what we need to get the Master Sword yet, but there are a couple things that we can get now to kind of help us along, and I'll show you exactly how to do so. This is an entrance into a thieves' den. I'll show it to you on the way out. But we come up here, we can go down this hole and grab our first piece of heart. Now I told you this game will give you hearts for, there's nothing up there. We'll give you hearts for completing levels, whole hearts for that, and then pieces of heart throughout the game to up your level even more. That's the first one in the game. There's the thief. So I just stole from a thief. Yeah. He's not gonna miss it. Anyway, so get that. I think you go over here. Best of my recollection. Am I right or wrong? That takes you out of here. Maybe I'm wrong. No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. It's the other side. My bad, guys. It's been a while. And get this mushroom. Now we'll be able to trade it in later, and when we get there I'll show you for products we can use to help us get through the dungeons, and you'll agree with me. It becomes very helpful in a lot of different ways. So that's all we're going to do here in the Lost Woods for the time being. We'll come back for the Master Sword. Again, we've got a little work to do before we get there. Matter of fact, 3 dungeons to complete. This is the fortune teller's house. I never have any purpose going in there. You can spend your money there if you want to. I never do. Don't have a lot of patience for that. Let's stop over here first. This is the Elder's house. But just like any game like this, oh, he's not here. So now we're going to hunt the old man down. I got it. Nothing's ever easy, huh? Alright, let's go. No, let's go need bombs first. I'm gonna come up here and get the bombs. First set of bombs in the game is down this hole right here on the left. Hop down here. Open the chest to your right, and it'll give you the first set of 3-pack bombs. There you go. And you'll be collecting those throughout the game. There's going to be tons of opportunities to replenish those and upgrade quantities. So don't stress about it. But for the time being, go loosely on them. You don't want to use them all at once, so be careful. These are going to be good for helping us on the money end. That wall I just blew up will have the second piece of heart and that treasure chest. I told you already, I'm going to be trying to collect all the money I can. Alright, now we're halfway through to adding an entire heart piece to our energy bar. Now we're going to come over here and come out the way we would have come in had we not known what we were looking for. Therefore we fell in. This man right here is where we're going to buy our first bottle. He wants $100 rupees for them, so bottles are useful in this game. We're going to go ahead and buy it. We'll get, I think, 3 more of them before the game is over. Use it to store potions, fairies, other things like that. Now this is a thieves' hideout, I believe. In the Dark World, this is going to be the entrance to a dungeon. Yeah, Blind the Thief. You see that on the writing there. He's going to be showing up later. We'll come downstairs and we'll get first, on the wall here, we'll get the 3rd piece of heart. I believe so. Yeah. More money. Another piece of heart. Now we're 3/4 of the way through it. And then we will... Which one did I do? Let's try this. That wasn't right. But come back out and we'll do it again. I'll probably do it better this time. I hope I do it better this time. It's kind of embarrassing. Well, it's not as pretty the second time it's done. 209 rupees, so we got what we needed out of here. I'm trying to think about what else there is in this. Oh yeah, there's another bottle. Let me go find a couple more little treasures here. And then there, believe it or not, I think there's a kid that'll tell you exactly where the old man's hiding, rather than you have to run around all of Hyrule looking for him. Nothing in here of value. I think that's him right there. Yeah. Now he marks on the map. I think it's no. How do we do the map? There it is. See it to the far right, that flickering X. That's going to be where we find the Elder and the first dungeon of the game. And we'll be heading over there in just a little bit. This is a shop that we don't really need at this point. Not valuable just yet. It may not be valuable at all. We'll see how it goes. This little man here tells you about his son. Like to use a flute, and that flute will come in handy later. We'll find him for the old man. And waterfalls that hold fairy fountains. Now we're going to need a treasure chest right up there. But we can't access it this way. Fortunately for us, though, there's a door on the back end. So we'll come up here and enter the back door. And it gives us 2 bottles. And again, like I said, you'll collect fairies and stuff. You'll need a bug net to do so, and I believe the bug net's in this house right here. Yeah, talk to this little boy. He's sick. He'll give you his bug net to borrow, and you can use it to catch fairies, bugs, other things. It'll come in handy. Now that you got the bottle, you can use this. If you don't have the bottle, can't use it. Can't remember what else is in this village. I don't think there's anything more that I need before I go hunt down the old man. Yeah. Zora's. And I will have to go contact them later with 500 rupees to get the Zora flippers, which help me swim. And there's some more stuff down there, but I'll do that before I get to the second dungeon. I thought this was kind of funny. So I'm apparently the bad guy. I kidnapped Princess Zelda, I guess. Anyway, if I missed something, I'll come back and get it later. I apologize. But we're going to go get the old man now and tackle the first dungeon. And go all the way to the right over here. And the item we get for finishing the first dungeon from the old man is valuable. And you'll use that for the rest of the game. It's the Pegasus boots. It helped me go a lot faster through all this. And it does a number of other things too. It'll also help us access the Book of Medora, which is what we use to get into dungeon number 2. Come up here. I don't normally do this early, but I might as well because I think I can use what I get here in this first dungeon. Don't touch that guy with a sword or anything on me, he'll zap you. Alright, talk to this lady here. She'll smell that rotten mushroom you had on you, and then she'll finish something, make something with it. What you do is you leave the screen and then come back. It's designed to be a, I guess, overnight thing or later in the day thing. Bottom line is, leave the screen, come back and talk to this girl right here on the right, and she will give you, well, did I do something wrong? Oh, that's my fault, y'all. I gotta actually have the mushroom in my possession. Wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. I gave her the mushroom. My fault, guys. It's been a while since I played. Anyway, come on up here, like I said. Do it over again. To the left. Come back. Avoid him. Now go in here and ask the girl. She'll have it for you. Magic powder will do a lot of different stuff. The most important thing, in my opinion, is it'll turn, you'll see them later on, anti-fairies into fairies. And fairies will become valuable in this game in general to have on you to keep you from dying, and also just for refilling energy whenever you get a little low. And like I said with other enemies, I would just much rather avoid some of these guys. No need to bother with them. If they're, that's 20, I'll give him. If they're in your way, just go around it. And if you look again on the map, we're almost where we need to be. Just head up this direction. And this is where the old man lives / stays, whatever you want to call it for the time being. Looking for the Master Sword, and he's going to tell me I need 3 pendants. First one is in the East Palace, which is just to my right. We're going to go there first. Let's see what's in the East. Now there's, I believe, another heart and some more money behind this wall, and I can bomb it, but I've only got 1 bomb left. I don't want to waste it. I'll come back later and he will give me the Pegasus boots, and whenever they're shaped like the mushroom kind of thing there, I can run through them, charge through them instead of just wasting a bomb and blowing it up. But again, like I said, you'll be replenishing bombs all throughout the game. Just at the time being, I don't have any more, so I've got to be a little more careful at this point. Arrows, which I don't even have a bow yet, but won't be long before I do. Let's head on up this way. Now I'd run past this guy and then take on this guy. 1 rupee was not enough for the effort it takes to kill him, but here's the Eastern Palace. We're going to go in here, and this will be dungeon number 1 in A Link to the Past. Now there was that switch there. As you can see, there's nowhere to go on the left or right, so it's best that you come through the center. Now you see the little bump right there, little shadow piece. That means you have to switch on the floor that way. Now this hall is going to have a whole bunch of cannonballs or whatever coming at you, and just avoid them, and you'll see there's going to be a big one. You got to watch that guy too. Got a big one to get out of the way. This is not necessary going to the right, but again, I told you there's a lot of money to spend on things in this game. A lot of things to spend money on. You know what I mean? There was 100 in that chest right there, so we're definitely going to take that one. 350 is a good start for now. We got a lot of dungeon ahead of us to play, a lot more dungeons to play before we go after the Zora Flippers, which will be a little bit later on. Now, I'm going to try to 100% this game, which includes maps and compasses. So, if you want to do so, follow me. If you don't, fast forward, because I'm going to go get the map. That is an anti-fairy. Now, I want to show you this now, just so you can see how it's used. When it comes near you, if I hit the right button, I'm telling you. Throw the what-you-call-it on him, the magic powder. and catch them with your net. Now, that fairy goes in the bottle. I'm getting used to my, what you call it here, guys, bear with me. And when you die, if you die, the fairy will revive you without having to search right away for a potion or hearts or whatnot. Now, actually, I meant to keep going that way, didn't I? Sorry, y'all. Going south here. There is the treasure chest that has the map in it. Jump down here, come on back up. And this is the room you were just seen. Now this is Stalfos. Anybody who's played a Zelda game of any kind know those things right now. Practically every game. They're kind of a pain, so I avoid them if I can. There will be times where you have to kill them, but not right now. So, after you've got the map, the direction you need to go with a little clicker right there. You see that? Again, that'll open the door here to your left. Head left. Kill or avoid, and I'm going to try to avoid. The ones with the red heads on them will throw bones back at you, so you got to be careful when you see those guys. And this room looks empty at first, but if you give them a second, aren't there supposed to be some? Oh, there they are. And I find them easier to pop with these bottles because they can't dodge those so well. With the sword, you see they dodge, they jump. But they ain't getting out of the way of that thing. Now kill them all and head back up to the door north. I believe this is the compass. And that's the only 2 dungeon items you'll need as far as navigating goes. There will be a special item in every dungeon. Every dungeon will have it. I forget what's down here. Oh, I can't go that way. Yeah, I'll come back up this way later though. And this, ironically, is where the special item is, in this room here. Now these guys generally, you shoot them with an arrow most times, but if you've got, like I said, those bottles, jars, whatever, they'll take them out. That chest down there has got the item of the dungeon in it. We need the big key to open those big chests. And that's what we're going to find right now. We got every dungeon item except for the big key. That's the map and the compass for navigation. The big key, and I'm going to collect at least one more of these guys. And again, it's just like anything else. You will replenish your magic just like you will bombs, arrows, and things of that sort. There's the button to open this door. Now this is a complicated room. You got to be careful in here. Because you can't see anything right away. There's the key you need. There's a little green thing, it's a potion. There's a large one and a small one. Got him. And I don't think there's anywhere in this room to light anything. I don't think. Did I miss it? It wouldn't matter anyway. We killed everything. We got everything we need out of it. Come back over here to the left to get this guy and go to the left. There's another one there. More money. Use your key in this door. Okay, this puts us back in that room we started in, or the second room we were in. You get my point. Just go over those, head back to the left, and this is a big room here. Those little guys right there, those anti-fairies, are covering the switch. It will help you. Let's go ahead and use this. Oh, no, I don't have it yet. That's right. Who am I kidding? Don't even have it. I'm sitting here acting like I got the bow and arrow. So I'm going to grab this, get out of the way, come over here and give another shot at him. Come on, open up. Oh, and now I'm going to get out of the way for those guys. Oh, they're everywhere. Anyway, open this. Well, I couldn't help that. There you go. Get that switch, and there's the big key. Now, as you can see with the door up top, once I get moved here, it's got a big lock, which means it's big key only access. You'll go through there and come back through this room. Originally, I told you I'd come this way. Here I go. And back to this room. Now we're going to grab what's in the big chest, which this time just happens to be the bow. Nope, and that was not good. Anyway, I thought I'd kill him, but I didn't. Let's get on past and get this. And once I do it, people are going to be dropping from the sky. There's the bow. Now let's go, because they're going to start moving around. Now I do this because I care. Oh, get down. Drop on either one of these two holes right here, and you can grab yourself a couple of fairies. If you need to fill your bottles up, that's a good place to do it. Fill your energy up, that's a good place to do it. The warp tile will bring you right back up here, and now you'll go to the center door. Now you're en route to the boss. You have the weapon you need. For this level and all the other stuff. That's the dead man there. Now later on you'll see, and it might be in this level, I can't recall exactly, but those guys I just hit with the bow and arrow, there's red ones. And don't look at me, I forget what they're called, but they will require arrows. You can't hit them with the pots or anything like that, and you'll see when we get there. Now this room is not necessary, but I told you, I'm going for money, so I'm going to take my chances with these guys. I'm whipping my magic down too. Anyway, so we'll get that magic refill. We won't even need it right now. Come over here to the right, and I think there's a heart in here. No, there's some magic in there. And there will be a place for you to... I'm going to go ahead and get these guys just because... Well... Now don't have to kill these guys, but what I do need is the really that switch down there, but now I want to kill him, but I want to try to get parts right. And arrows I've been wasting on these guys. That's good. And a heart. Now this door on the left is going to give us this crazy room, but all you do is hit the top left one and then go to the left door. And there is the first red one. And again, I gotta concentrate on these stall folks. Oh, got it. And you two-shot this guy. Now this right here basically says boss room coming up. So let's go on in here. I'll say that. Got these guys first. Alright. You can tell it's been a while since I played this game. Looks like I don't know what I'm doing. But we've got what we need to fight the end boss. Here he comes. Armos Knights are the first ones here, and they're generally pretty easy if you just waylay them, wait till they start moving. Arrows. Shots per guy, and then the last guy is going to jump around. Oop, not a good shot there. Or I'll just do it this way. Waste every arrow I got. I don't think I'm taking as many hits. Oh, it is. Alright, a heart refill right here, a whole heart, and then the first pendant, courage, I think is what it is here. Now, we'll leave this building, this dungeon, and go see the old man. And he'll give us the Pegasus boots, then we'll move on to, well, we'll have to go back to Kakariko Village. Full magic, I appreciate that. And you'll see as we go. And now, again, I still only have one bomb. I can't believe I didn't get anything replenished in that entire dungeon. But we won't have to use it here. And I believe there's some bombs, I think, in this room coming up. So take these boots. Now move this stuff. Now hold the A button. I think it's A. Yeah. And you can dash. No bombs. Oh, there are bombs. Okay. And there was a piece of heart. I guess there's not. I was wrong about the piece of heart. But 100 rupees and bombs. I'll take that. Now we're going to get out of here and go back to Kakariko Village. The long hike. But again, it'll be faster now that we have these. Not if you run into the wall. Anyway, head to your left over here. I'm sorry for singing it, y'all. This used to be stuck in my head growing up. One of the great soundtracks, though. This game has got it. I mean, I know they've carried over what's it, Koji Kondo was his name. They carried over the soundtrack in general between all episodes, but man, this one's got a lot more than the original one did. I'll tell you that right now. I think there's a spot up here where I can get a piece of heart. Let me go check. I think something in here. Yeah, there it is, piece of heart. Now, it's a 4 out of 4 right there. That's a good way to go. Alright, I don't think there's anything else I need here for the time being. I'm gonna come on down and get out of the way of this guy. And dash to the left. Alright, now, I forget exactly how they tell you to do it. Maybe I wasn't reading what the old man told me to do. But you gotta come down here, go into the library, and get the Book of Medora to access the next dungeon. Now, this is the library. You see the book on it. Come on in here. And you couldn't have done this beforehand, like I said. The Pegasus boots are needed to knock it down like so. Now you'll need this to access the next dungeon in the desert. We're going to go that way in just a second, but we're going to run over here and grab a heart real quick. Since I got the Pegasus boots, I can do this fast. This house down here, it's got a brother and another brother in it. Apparently they're arguing. And they sealed up the access to each other's rooms. Seal the door. Okay. So we're going to unseal it. Sorry, brother. And I just like to keep something I can't lose on me, which in this case is the boomerang, because I've sometimes accidentally hit the buttons. Again, I'm not used to these kind of controllers when it comes to these games. And yeah, he's probably not going to be angry for long. Y'all be talking. I'm used to the old classic controller, and I had a little better feel for that. Now, this, I'm prepared for. I know what's coming. This is a time challenge. She's going to tell me I've got to get to the other side in a certain number of seconds or whatever, and I can claim a piece of heart, but I got to be ready. So I'm going to talk to her and then go, and I'm going to use the dash because that makes it a whole lot faster. That's my fault. Might not even have done it this time, but the best part is that you can always come back and do it again. Barely got it, but I got it. 15 seconds. I'll be careful over here and grab that. All right, now we're starting another heart container. That's 1 of 4 coming up. That's all we'll need that for, at least here in the light world for sure. I think that's a shop you can buy things at, and I don't recall if I needed anything from there. I don't think I do. I hate that these guys take 3 hits, but it's okay. We're gonna keep going on to the right over here. And I believe that's blocked, so I'm not gonna go that way. I think the idea is to go up here by where your house is. The green guys are 2 shots. A whole lot easier. Now this is your house. Right above me on the right. And we're gonna go down instead. Now the desert's over there on the left, but I think I can get a piece of heart real quick if I go over here. Yeah, in the swamp. Now this again will be, it's not now, but later will become another dungeon. For the time being, I would like to get what's in that treasure chest first. We'll do that. Bombs, and again, like I told you, I'll need those. Come out and reset it, and then we'll go in here. And push that one forward. All right, this way. Now, I don't feel like doing the tricks. This is another one of those things where you pick which one to pull. I think it's bombs if you pull the wrong one, but I'm not going to fool with it. You'll understand. Avoid it if you can. Now, by doing so, again, that will access the dungeon in the dark world, but right now it accesses a piece of heart. And I'm going to grab it and go. Now, you can take the fish and get them. I think you can sell them to some guy and you'll get some goods, but it's not worth it to me at this point. This guy up here, the sign says, pay attention, no attention to an average middle-aged man saying, but listen, that's what I am now, average middle-aged man. Anyway, he will become more valuable later on, not right now, obviously. We're going to go on over here to the left and head towards the desert. Now, try to just avoid those buzzards if you can. Now, you can see there's a walkway here with the skeletons. You can follow it up, watch those sand guys or wherever they are, and come into this first little dungeon here, / cave, whatever you want to call it. And I've got, what, 6 bombs? I think I need one here. If I don't, yeah, I do. Another old man, looks like the other one. Yep, and I got the book, which I'll use momentarily. And 3rd piece of heart. One more, like we said, we'll get another whole heart piece here. And the more we get, the more, I guess we'll call it unstoppable we become, because it's just like any Zelda game. The more you get, the harder it is to kill you. And if you play like I do, you're going to get hit. It's just part of it. So you almost got hit there. I have no shame in my game, I'll tell you that much. I have no shame in getting hit and dying and stuff like that. As you saw if you watched my Metroid movie, or video. Where's that book? Okay, so you come up to this piece here, and you don't do the map like I did. Hit the wrong button. Hit the Book of Medora, and it'll open up the access. And this will be dungeon number 2. And I'm just going to ignore the buzzard. I say that and he'll probably hit me. Alright, this generally an easy map. Unless I do something stupid like that. That's why we collect hearts, because they keep on trying to get us. Come over here to the far left, go up here into this room, and there's the first key you'll get. You'll need to do the same thing you did with the Book of Medora. Knock it down, avoid that guy, You'll come back to the right here, or back to the left in a minute. For the time being, let's go over here. I think the map is in this room. If it's not, something's in this room we can use. Let me get this guy killed first. And if I don't hit him. Bad timing, huh? Again, have I played this game before? And I can use those for sure. There we go, and pop in. Now I don't know exactly what this is. It is the map. Oh, that's right, okay. Go get those arrows, because I can always use more arrows. Magic's full. Arrows are full at this point. I can use more bombs. How about that, guys? Nevertheless, come on over here. Keep heading to the right. I don't think there's anything of value in that room, but so I'm not going to go in there. I'm over here and go to the right. Go into this room. That's where the key helps you out. And try to kill that guy. Avoid the Beamos, I think is what they're called, that guy in the middle there. Avoid him. There's the compass. So now at this point you've got the map and the compass for the dungeon. At this point we're going to be trying to find the big key. And what do you know? Alright, now with the big key we'll access the dungeon's special item and the access to the boss. So we're going to head that way. Stay up high. Again, avoid these guys and just run to the left. And again, you're going to run more to the left. Now, this one we went in earlier on the top. Going to come in here, and I think there's what you call it. Switch somewhere in here to access that door. I can't remember where it is. There it is. Let it hard, I'll take that. Get out of his way. Now come up through here, and there's the big chest, the treasure chest. Will be the Titan Glove Power Glove. And that will help us lift all those big rocks we looked at earlier, and I'll show you when we go back, because we'll have to see them again. Hit the button one more time, dodge him one more time. He didn't shoot us. This time you're going to go down and to the left. Again, like I said, collect the money. We're doing really well at this point. I can't remember. Is it Fairy Fountain up here, I think? Fairy Fountain. Yeah. So again, let me double check mine. I think I'm good. If you have bottles to fill, this is a good place to do so. Or replenish your energy. But we'll just go out here. And come on down here to the bottom, and there's going to be a surprise piece of heart. And that gives us another full one before we go into the final portion of this dungeon. That's where we came from. So we're going to go up here, and now that we have the power glove, we can go in this direction. And this is the entrance, should I say, to the rest of the dungeon. And one of these moves, not that one. Forgive me for not remembering. That one does. Yeah, get out of the way, buddy. Anyway, I think this room has those. Yeah, those tiles. And we're going to avoid them at all costs. Get the key and go. Bottom left. And this might be another one of those kill all the enemies or find a switch, kill enemies. And then head to the right. One of these rooms, was it this dungeon or another one? You gotta light up all those whatchamacallits. I don't think it's this one. I think there's this key. Grab it and go. And we have our full life at this point. And I can't remember the key in the pot so it doesn't show up after I avoid everybody. Oh, there it is. Right. I get full hearts right here coming up. Alright. Since I know I've got to use a couple of arrows on this guy, I'm going to go ahead and get him because I feel like there might be a couple of arrows in him. What does that say? And potion for or magic. Now, this is the room where you need to do this. Light up all 4 of these at the same time, and the door should, or the wall should open up, and you can access the door to the boss. And this will be the second pendant, I believe, pendant power. And yes, land molas are the name of these guys. They're little worms. And you gotta hit their heads. Now, they didn't come anywhere near me on that one, but... Well, that's not good. Patience, guys. One of them should die already, huh? I'd rather not have to use a fairy on this boss. Probably gonna have to, though. There's one of them. Well, I will. But let's hope that doesn't happen again. It's been a while, guys. Bear with me. Sorry. Here's the second one. Now, this one will shoot out more of those little thingies. I think 8 instead of just 4. And that was done. See? Didn't need to use that fairy. Whatever. And there's the second thing. Might be an easy way to do that, but I don't know it. And that piece up there, I'll also need to book on my door to read it, but I can't access it yet. It'll give me a special magical power. Once we get to the dark world, we'll go in there, or go up there. Now over here is under one of those thieves' hideouts, and we'll come in here and steal everything he's got. And that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So 50 is not a bad haul on this guy. Now, you can come back and forth as much as you want to and steal as much as you want to. I don't think I need that right now. I got what I need at this point. So we're gonna go back. believe the next spot is Death Mountain. We're going to head that way. Okay, nothing else that I know of value in the Kakariko village at this point. There'll be more stuff later, especially when you access the Dark World. Alright, now like I said, the Lost Woods is right there to the top, and a little bit more to the right of the Lost Woods is access to Death Mountain. Oops. Come up here. Again, don't touch those guys. Try to avoid them. You can go up here and talk to the tree cutter guys. There ain't much point in it though. I'll do it anyway. A strange tree. Now I need more hearts. I can't remember what was in this room here. Let me see. Oh, fairy fountain. So I can not fairy fountain. Okay. There's a piece of heart though. I remember how to get it now, but can't do it yet. Alright, we're gonna go down to Death Mountain. Always something. Alright, now. Drop down here, hit to the right. And then, whoa, that old man, help him out. He needs your help. We got a lamp, we're gonna take him out of here. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Alright, now we're officially on Death Mountain, so let's go over here and hopefully we don't die between now and the time we get a refill of heart here. Stones hurt you something awful, don't they? Alright, he's going to give me the magic mirror and you'll see how we use that later. For the time being, though, we're going to go in here, talk to him. I believe he can refill our energy, hopefully. I believe. Yeah. Alright, so he said to go up and get the moon pearl, and you'll see what that does. That's the next item we'll grab here on the on Death Mountain. Dodging boulders is ridiculous. Now that tunnel I think is accessed back to Lost Woods / Kakariko Village. We'll go that way when we finish up here. I think there's an access to... Is it this one? Nope, not that one, but let's hope I don't get killed by any boulders on the way back up. And like that. Let's make sure I don't do that again this time. So I wonder if there's any other one. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Yeah, a piece of heart in this one. Go and fall down here. There he is. Oh, and I do need to replenish one of those guys, don't I? That's what the other one does. Lets me out. Okay. Alright, now we got what we need from there. Let's head on to the right. And this will be the first access to it. You'll see this a lot. The Dark World. There's a piece of hardware grab in just a second. This teleporter and the ones you'll create on your own, you'll see as we go, will access the Dark World. And there'll be, I think, 7 more dungeons, in the Dark World. Now, as of right now, we don't have the Moon Pearl. The Moon Pearl will keep us from turning into this little bunny rabbit. And I always like watching these guys. He's getting beat up, looks like, by that guy. He's a ball. And then that guy, he's mean. But I can't do anything with him. So what I'll do now is I'll sit on top of where this hill was, just so in the light world, and I'll use the magic mirror. And I'll walk back to the light world, turn back to Link, and again, there's what I'm talking about. That is personal access into the Dark World. Now, I don't want to go there now. I've got something else to do. But later on, you'll spend a lot of time in the Dark World, and you may need to use your own, what do you call it? Access. Now, over here, we'll come back for it. There's one of those things you could read earlier, like I said, at the desert. But as you see it, it's mumble jumble, whatever. I'll use the Book of Medora. Oops, again, here I am. And I can read this. Well, if I use the Book of Medora, there we go. Hold the Master Sword and you'll get the Magic of Ether. Well, I don't have the Master Sword yet, so I'll have to come back when I get it. But I should be getting it after I beat this dungeon, I think. I think that's what it is, yeah. So, patience, please. I hate those things. Alright, so the Tower of Hera, I think is what this is. And this, the dungeon itself's not so bad. The boss is the problem in this one. And you'll see, you'll know. If you've played it, you understand it. It's not that he's so hard to beat. It's that he keeps knocking you off. And you'll see when we get there. If he doesn't knock me off, it's like the, what you call it? I played, if y'all watch my, come on over here, son. If y'all watch my Metroid Dread video, I'd rather fight him while he's in there rather than let him run around. If you watch the Metroid Dread video, you'll see that I'm not flawless. I know when I'm going to die, and I know when they're difficult. And you know what? I'm good at this game. I played it a lot of times, a lot of years. I'm up there in age, and I can do this, but I admit that I'm not going to be perfect, and I'm going to mess up. And there's the map. We'll go find the compass, and that's stupid. That's my fault. I need that. And I get it with the boomerang, which I already have on me. Alright. But if I go flawless on this guy, there's no way I'm going to go flawless. But we'll see. Just dodge here. I think this is one of those rooms where these all have to be gone before the door will open. I think so, because I've already got the switch to access those pilings, bring those down. And I believe this forms a skull. Alright, so as you can see, that does that. I'm going to go check these and make sure there's nothing in them. That would have been a waste of time, wouldn't it? Well, I don't need to kill him. Now I think this is another one of those situations, and I'm going to use all the magic, or get up all the magic yet, where you need to light all the fireplace things, and give you a treasure chest, I think, in the center. And I'll go up here and hopefully replenish. Now that was a whole replenishment there. There's a big key. Now we can go onward. And I know I got to do that to get that back down. So let's go back up here. We'll be in the main room again. And this time we're going to go to the bottom right. Well, I'm an idiot. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to use the magic mirror. Magic mirror can put you at the beginning of the start the level over. I'm going to do that. And avoid all that garbage. Here we go. Think smarter, not harder, or whatever. Alright, we're going to come down this stairwell here, or up this stairwell. And we can knock those guys down the holes, but I try to look for the goods in them, you know. I think there's, oh, bombs. You only need bombs. And that heart. Now, I don't remember if I need that to be blue or not, but we're going to be prepared. I don't want to take a chance that I get knocked down in there, so I'm going to let him come here to me. Yeah, there you go. And I might take a heart, so I'm not going to force him to fall down if I can help it. Or magic. I think there's... Is there a reason to have those up? I can't remember. We'll find out. Good shot, huh? Not bad. This should be the compass. Now up here you'll see the, well, you saw it earlier, the treasure, there it is, the treasure chest with the item. Now we can't access it yet, we'll access it from above. I got that guy. And let's let that go away. And get that guy. And head up this stairwell. Now, I think that's it. Yeah. Come over here. If you access that, we'll drop down the top. Oh, there we go. Got to drop on the top because otherwise you'll fall into right on those switches and you'll see them again. This is the moon pearl. And now you fall on the switch and it would drop you back on this side again. You'd have to start over. So now we're going to go back the way we came with the moon pearl, with the map, with the compass, with the big key. We're going to go on over this way and see if we can access, I believe it's the boss's room. Yeah, let's go on up here and do, yeah, there it is, the boss's room. Now, patience again with me, guys. This guy will probably knock me off. The worst part about him is that when he knocks you off, he resets. You got to get him all your hits again. And just like that. He didn't get one off before he got me. Now, fortunately for me, there's some hearts in those containers there to refill myself when I need it. I'm not going to do it right now. Let's wait a bit. I'm going to go at it again. Let's see if I can get him. I think it's like 6 hits. Stay away from the, there's one. Try to stay away from the sides if I can help it. There's 2. I didn't lie though, I told you I was going to get hit. Oh, should have got him that time. 3. And you'll know he's almost done because he's going to speed up and go a whole lot faster, which I'm not happy about. because that's about the spot where he always gets me. One more, and then he's going to speed up. And he'll wait till I get to this last one, then he'll knock me off and I have to start over. That's just the way it goes. Got him! Oh man, I'm sorry to get excited, y'all. But you know what I mean. You play him and see. Alright, there's the heart, and this should be dependent on courage, I think. It's not courage, wisdom. Here, and now with these three, we can go get the Master Sword. And again, this was the first game to call it display, use, reward, whatever the terminology you want to use is. The Master Sword. It was just a plain sword or an upgraded white sword or something like that in the first Zelda or two. But ever since this one, the Master Sword has been the staple, I guess we'll call it, primary figure or primary weapon for Link. Now what we'll do is we've got what we need here. I think we got all the pieces of heart. If not, I'll come back and find the other ones later, y'all. I apologize. Come out this way, I believe, and we can access by hanging left, hard left over here. The, what do you call it? Oh. The access back to the village / woods. Excuse me. That was dumb. We won't do that again. Now, we're gonna go get the Master Sword. Now, there's the lumberjack guys again. This is an entrance to the Lost Woods. Come up here. Man, this was so cool when I was a kid. I mean, I felt like I was in some special place that I wasn't supposed to be. I don't mean not supposed to be, but it was just something magical, special, whatever you want to call it about it. Just come down this way, come over this way. We found that mushroom earlier. This is the way we want to go. Come up here, I think. Let's double check and make sure. Yeah, there's a couple of, as you saw one of them, I think a minute ago, a couple of fake Master Swords. We're not going to go for that. We know what the bad boy looks like. Now, I think he's up here. Now, see, there's a fake one there. And I believe this is it. Yeah, look how pretty the animals running here. This, man, when I was a kid, this was so cool. Alright, just like the other scripts, you'll need the Book of Medora here, so let's get it out. Alright, now I'm going to go over here and put... Oh, and this thing was so cool. This was it, man. The music's great. And again, they did so well with this, they said, we're going to keep that Master Sword thing going. And now I'm going to get the old man. Alright, now apparently the soldiers are coming to the sanctuary. Here's the animals again. So the last time you'll see them. That's kind of sad. Every time you come back, I think they're gone. It's just one of the effects they put in there for the, yeah. I think it's one of the effects they put in there for the Master Sword retrieval. Really good. We're going to have to go save Zelda now. You and I and everybody else who plays this game, there's no way I'm going to get to her in time. So we're going to go get something real quick. Remember earlier we went to the Death Mountain to get the third pendant. Now we're going to go and get that ether magic that it had on top of the, right there by the Tower of Hera. So let's run back. And yeah, it's a little time consuming, but it's part of the game. And there may be faster ways, but I don't remember them, you know. Like I said, I haven't played this in a while. But I do remember where to go, and I do remember, I think after this we're going to go straight to Hyrule Castle. Actually, the Sanctuary first, I'm sorry. Go to the Sanctuary. brilliant. I want to get the old man to help me heal up, but that stupid squirrel-looking thing, whatever it is in the way. I'll find somewhere to heal up between now and there. Don't worry about it. We're going to run up here. Now we got a moon pearl. This is going to be interesting. You'll like this. We got the moon pearl, so we won't go back into silly bunny rabbit form when we go into the dark world. And look at that. Let's see if there's any hearts in here. Just help me out. They're never going to be. Not when I need them. When I got full lives. Oh, there we go. I'll take that. As you can see, the Master Sword shoots out that ray. And you will use this thing out, and I did that again, wrong button. You'll use this thing for the rest of the game because you're going to be jumping back and forth between Dark World and Light World. And that was my fault. Stop him. Now let's go hold the Master Sword up while we read the book again and grab this magic. And stop doing that. I'm an idiot. Now, I'm not a big user of magic when it comes to this stuff, but it's part of 100% the game, and I think it's one of them where you'll be required to use to access a dungeon, and I think it's Turtle Rock, one of the last dungeons. But I just like to have every piece for the completion situation. And I might decide to use some of this game. I don't know, but I don't typically use the magics. You know what? There's one more thing I want to do before I go back and help Zelda. And I forgot about it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I don't think you'll blame me. It's one less thing I got to fool with when I get to the Dark World. I didn't think there was anything there. I think there's one over here, but I'm gonna need the, I think it's the Titan Smith, that even bigger one. Yeah, the dark stones like that need an even better, even better glove to get those up. Now, we'd accessed this earlier. To get our magic powder. We're going to go beyond it now that we have the power glove, and we can throw this thing out of the way. Come on up here. And there's some water. You can't get in it yet, but pretty soon you'll be able to, and swim around and so forth and so on. Now we're going to come up here. There's a heart. Thank you, buddy. Now this is going to be the Zora domain. The Zora become a bigger deal, and again, if you've played them, which you probably have, like me, a bigger deal as you play the other games. Stay off that. Anyway, you see you jump in the blue part of the water, dark blue part of the water, puts you back up. The Zora will become a bigger deal as you play other games. Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask is a really big deal because you get to actually be a Zora once you acquire the mask. But for this game, there's more cosmetic look at me moments, you know, and right here, the Zora King or whatever he may be, now that I have the 715, I need 500, I can buy the Zora flippers. And I will do that, and I will use them, and I will not regret it. And there's a lot, but it's worth it. Alright, you can come down now. Over here on your left, you saw it coming in. There's a piece of part on the other side. Grab him. One more to go before another full heart container again. Now, we're going to come back this way. And I don't mind jumping in the water, it's just slower, so I try to go around it if I can, you know what I mean? The dark water, that is. I'm going to come over here to this waterfall. Let's get that. And swim into it, and you have a fairy fountain that you can access and upgrade weaponry and other things. Throw it in, and some items will be upgraded. That one will not, this one will. You get the magical boomerang, if you're honest with the fairy. And I want to say yes, I did. And I get the magic boomerang. Faster and goes farther. Now, there is one more, I'm sorry. Get out of there. Thank you. I think there's one more thing. Is there just one more? Let me look at my items. There's at least one more thing I can throw in here. The shield for sure is the other one. I know. I think that's all of them. Let me wait and see. This will upgrade you from the little fighter shield to the mid-level shield. I can't remember what it's called. Just an improved shield. Let me double check and make sure there's not something else to throw in here. I can't remember, guys. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's been a long time. I'm gonna go backwards. That shield. Okay, that's it. Why did I throw the moon pearl in there? That's my fault. Alright, let me get out of here. I'm going to see if I've got the time and patience right now to go collect another bottle. And then we're going to go save Zelda, save Zelda. We're not actually going to do it. We're going to go to Zelda at the sanctuary and find that she's already been taken to the castle to fight Aghanim, the wizard. Leave this down here. I don't remember what's in here. Let me check on here. Yeah, not interested. Now we can swim. I'm gonna go over here. I think. Bear with me, guys. Like I said, it's been a while. Yeah, this is it. Go underneath this bridge, and there'll be a guy down there who will give you the third bottle. And that's helpful. Now, see if I can go back and do one more thing here before I go into the final battle of this episode, basically. I'll come back later and try to run the second part here in the Dark World in one video. It might take me two, I'm not sure. It's been a while, like I said, since I played. I don't remember this part here being particularly hard. The second one is a little more difficult from my recollection, and maybe it'll come back to me naturally. If you'll see, I'm doing a lot of other videos. I'm going to have procedures where I try to recall how difficult was it back then versus how difficult is it right now, because some of these games I haven't played in 30 or 40 years, and maybe Maybe they're simple. Maybe it comes back to you. But I'm starting to think it's not going to come back to me. Again, fairly humble when it comes to that kind of stuff. I want to play the Mega Mans. I want to play the Dragon Warriors. I want to play one of the big ones I want to play because I've done it, I've beat it, and I don't know if I can now. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Now, I have a copy of that. When I play it with you guys, I'll probably just do it on the NES Classic. I don't know if I need to go in here. Let me do it anyway. When I get to it, an actual, there you go, see Mike Tyson version of it. We will do that. I used to be able to beat Mike Tyson. I don't know if a lot of people in my day that ever did beat him. I'll just take this money. There wasn't anything I needed here. But I'll be trying to do that one again, see how far I can get on the regular playthrough. And I remember it was Glass Joe, and then who was the next guy? I forget who was next. My point though is I'll try to go through the characters as far as I can. Then eventually I'm going to probably wear out somewhere around Sandman or Super Macho Man, something like that. And then I'll just use the what do we call it, the passcode to go to Mike Tyson, or in this case probably Mr. Dream, because I don't have a fully functioning that I can trust regular NES. I have 3 of them and none of them work. But we've got a lot of those things I kind of want to go back and do and see how it plays that many years later, see if we hold on to our skills when we were kids, because if any of you played it like me, and I guess, again, I'm probably talking to the older crowd here, and I apologize to the younger guys, but if any of you remember it like I do, we were so focused on every game we got. I'm going to beat it, I'm going to beat it, I'm going to beat it. Most of them we didn't ever beat because we just weren't good enough, unless maybe I wasn't good enough. But some of them I did. I can beat Castlevania. I've never beat Part 2. Too much of a pain. So let's get out of here. You know what? That time I hit the wrong button. Let's see what the map tells us we are. Yeah, I can go around. Yeah, going where that skull is. Try not to get beat up too bad. And again, I could swim this one out, y'all, but I'm not. Well, now I am. It was an accident. I was going to say I'm not going to swim it out because it's slower, but I don't have much choice now. But again, we're going to try to go through a lot of different games, and I'm strictly Nintendo guy. Like I said, at this point, I may later on acquire an Xbox or a PlayStation or something like that. And that's basically all I got besides the Switch now at this point. But this is where I started. This is where I'm comfortable. This is the characters I like. I like the Samus Arans. I like the Mario Brothers. I like, more importantly than any, Link and Zelda. I like the Smash Brothers. I like the Mario Parties. I like a lot of these games, so I tend to lean towards Nintendo product, but I will try some other stuff eventually. But I do like to go through and, the old man's not going to make it. I like to go through and play first times and replenish or revamp some of the old stuff. So we'll try to see how that goes. Got a couple of them. Now the old man didn't make it. He didn't survive. We're going to go over here to the castle. And it should, on the map now, yeah, right there. I think I already did it. My point though is we're going to go to the castle and well, I didn't need to go this way. I was trying to avoid him. I want to talk. That's why okay, I'm not getting it. Anyway, the final boss, what you call it, the Light World here, Aghanim, is fairly simple character. But it also introduced a mechanic that they use, I think, most every Zelda game, especially when it comes to the Ganon fights. Most every one of them, you'll have the tennis battle, I guess is what we call it, the back and forth with whatever magic he throws. And this is where it started, this game. Instead of going up this time, we're going to come over here. I'm going to go out to the front stoop, porch, whatever you want to call it, balcony, and access a new part of the dungeon here. Now I've got full magic, and I say that there we go. I say I'm not going to use my ether magic, but I think a couple of these rooms are difficult. I'm going to have it handy just in case. This one in particular. So now it wears out a lot of magic, but I believe that I'm going to have plenty of opportunities to these guys, these ones that were holding Zelda earlier in the game, I think I'll have plenty of opportunities to replenish my magic, so I don't mind using it now. And I know that I don't need it, require it when I fight Agony. I'm sure it's a key. There we go. We don't necessarily together need the, the light in here, but I prefer it. I like to see what I'm doing and where I'm going and so forth and so on, and I collect these goodies because, as I told you, it's likely that I'm going to be able to get this stuff back. That, I believe, is the key to get out of here. Well, I thought it would. We'll go down here, get this. I don't know what these are, but again, I'll take any magic or hearts or money that I can get. If the Zora flippers wore me out, you saw how expensive those guys were. Oh, come on. If I'd have known that, I'd have run right by him. See, another one of those guys I have to beat up. Now, I want to see where I'm going in this room. I'll tell you that right now. There we go. I'll take that. Bye. Well, I thought I was going to get him. Alright, finally. And if I didn't have it, there's a replenishment for my magic. And yes, it's faster to kill them up close, but this way I avoid contact. Because you never know if they'll replenish your hearts or not. I can always use bombs. I'm replenishing arrows now, but again, I'm not going to use them on the final boss for this area. But I am going to go ahead and stun these guys because I don't like that one up there on the top being free to do what he wants to do. One would be ridiculous. That's magic. I'm wasting all that magic on that. Smart. What I'm trying not to do by wasting my arrows on these guys. And I'll get a heart back. Alright, this is Aghanim. That's Zelda, we know that. Been waiting for us. Fixing to make her disappear. And he went through the wall. There it is. Alright, now he's fairly easy. I don't even bother with just swinging my sword. I charge it because I can spin it at him now. When he throws his little one piece, that one, spin it back at him. When he throws his multi-piece, it's probably easier to get out of the way. That one, as you can see, he got me with that one. But he will do that, I think, 2 out of every 3. This should be another one of these. I missed him. Hopefully he doesn't throw that multiple one again. Alright, this is the one where he'll like lightning bolt, so get out of the way when he gets to the center top of the screen. And let me see if I can actually get him this time. There we go. And fortunately I have plenty of hearts so I can afford to take a couple of hits, but I ain't got all day with this guy, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get out of the way. I can't get you up here, so just get to the left and right up high. Fairly simple. Like I said, you can see the only damage I've taken really so far is those things he sprays at you. And probably that's what he's going to get right now. Yeah, that one. And I'll bet he doesn't do it again. Well, he did. Got it. And he said he's going to draw me into the dark world. Now this is where the huge chunk of the game is going to come from. A lot of stuff. Big, we have 3 dungeons on that one. I think there's 6, maybe 7, I think, on this one. So it's pretty big. I probably might maybe make 2 playthroughs, additional playthroughs on top of this one to get it done. We're going to run down here and do one thing real quick, which will help replenish our health. Seven maidens. Okay, so the 7 maidens is just 7 dungeons. So I'm gonna have to get all 7 of them. And dungeons get increasingly more difficult, like everything else. In any other game you play, the more advanced you get, the more health you get, the more weaponry you get, the more difficult the goals are going to be. I don't don't even need to get my health filled up, but I'm going to go ahead and do this anyway because I'll forget about it if I don't. There it is. Piece of heart down here. If I forget it, I'll get back in this game and forget it's up there. And that gave us another full piece. That's a good spot to... Hold on a second here. To hit save and quit. Okay, guys. I'm going to get number 2 going here in a minute. Again, tomorrow, this is, what do you call it? The 25th, I think. Is that right? Tomorrow we're going to do the Echoes of Wisdom, along with me finishing up Link to the Past, and we'll get other stuff later on. So I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.